BMD Northcliffe is just full of high achievers, and it has done for decades now, and you feel like it just gets the most out of you. I've been told that from athletes from this club in the past, and it's just a very proud club, and you just want to be affiliated, you want to be part of that tsunami of success. The build-up of my career to this date has been perfect for me to be able to contribute to Northcliffe, and I think Northcliffe is definitely the only club at the moment where I can learn more about myself, learn more about my trade, and grow as an athlete. It's kind of been setting myself up for really living out the rest of my career here at the best club in Australia, and I think Northcliffe is definitely the one to be able to take me to the next step in my career.
I joined the club after being at a couple of other surf clubs in 1988, and I've been the club president since '94, so that's 30 years. I think in the early years it was a very family-orientated club, and we had a number of family groups going through surf sports in the 70s and 80s, and it wasn't until the late 90s that we became a lot more professional. And I can put it down to one year in 2003, 2004, where we got a gentleman by the name of Pat O'Keefe, who taught us really how to be professional as we can in a very amateur sport. I've surrounded myself with good people throughout that course of time, and look, we're very lucky to have a successful club, and I'm very proud of what we've been able to build. We've generated a business model to be able to allow us to provide great services to our members and also to the community that we serve. One of those services to our members is a world's best surf sports program. Every year I get impressed by the calibre that we do have, and they train so much, so 2-3 sessions a day, 6 days a week. So they're incredible athletes in their own right. I'm so in awe of all the people that compete, especially our people at BMD Northcliffe.
Love them or hate them, Northcliffe are the best surf club that have ever existed in surf sports, without a shadow of a doubt. 20 Australian titles, 8 to 10 world titles. They've won every single thing, every single year for as long as I can remember. And people don't like success like that. And they're always willing to attack the way they do it, attack why they do it. But Northcliffe made a decision long ago that they wanted to be the best in surf sports, and they were willing to do anything it took to get it. They've got better funding, they've got a better system, they've got great coaches, and that breeds their success. You name it, the best athletes in the world have been at Northcliffe. They've found a successful formula and they keep on keeping on. And they don't look like slowing down anytime soon.
Because we've had such big success, we've been winning for a really long time. We're kind of hunted, I guess, like everyone knows about Northcliffe. The calibre of athletes at Northcliffe always has been high, but I think at the moment it's the highest it's ever been. There are so many great athletes, both in the male and also in the females. There's a few reasons, but I think one of the reasons why there's so many great athletes, because when we're there, we're training against each other. So you want to beat them, you want to be better, and so everything is just lifting, especially when we've got a coach like Naomi Flood there.
I think you're best to hang a little left off the edge of that, if you can, or you stay far south.
Getting into us, telling us to go hard, I think everyone is just getting better and better. But then the other reason is that other athletes are also drawn to move to Northcliffe because we have really great training facilities and really great training environment.
Pass the break, obviously turn right, stay south side. Get to 9, yep. So get that work in through that gutter on everything. We'll do a drag start. Coming in on the south side, he's got a cone and a pole there now, like a little stick.
I think just one word to describe her is incredible.
So ski, swim, board.
She's a hard ass, to be frank. Doyle's cracking it over there.
Up, no mistake. Moving, go, up, up, up.
We do not get to training late. We're there early. If we're not early, we're late. It's just because Floody runs a tight ship, but it makes it a really professional environment. I see it all the time. Her just standing there, girls just want to do well. They want to have a good session because Floody's there.
Floody's a two-time Olympian, so she's an incredible athlete. And she's also won multiple Australian titles in surf life saving, and she's won the Nutri-Grain series, so she has done it all. She's like the queen bee. So to have her coach us, just that level of knowledge is huge, and she passes on so much wisdom and knowledge to us.
Get him in the gutter, get him in the gutter.
How passionate are you about having these girls in your stable?
I guess coaching for me is about I'm trying to be the coach that I wish I had. I had many coaches, 13 coaches over my sporting career, over a couple of sports, and the one constant for me was me turning up and my different guidance at times, you know, from being young and to being older and being a kayaker. It's quite diverse. So I've taken something from all those coaches and I've tried to be that person that I would like to be for the young Naomi Flood.
It's the way she trains these girls, it's the way she mothers the girls, but it's also a friend, and I didn't realise that until I did a couple of training sessions with this woman, and she's just a woman that does it all.
Our GON, as we call them, Girls of Northcliffe, is such a high level, and it always has been. We've had so many people from other clubs where they were good at other clubs, but they've come here and gotten better. It isn't a fluke. A lot of the time they come here and go, wow, we didn't realise how much you trained. And that is why we get the results we have.
Yeah, the left side's okay, but obviously paddle back up when you got to get in the cans. See where it just wedges there? You can see that it's really white and sandy.
Yeah. Belonging to the GON, the Girls of Northcliffe, just being associated with such a strong group of women is so inspirational. I think that's what's very important, is the culture and the passion that drives our success here at Northcliffe.
That's it, unload, just rating.
I love all the girls in my squad. My biggest thing when I watch the girls race is I want to see them give everything without mistakes. Often there's mistakes, that's okay, but it's that fight, it's that desire, it's that push to the finish. It's showing that they've got determination, they've got the grit. That's what makes me really proud.
Let's go, G. Come on, little work on. You got to get that first 40 in the greens, first 40.
I turn up to training and I put in because I want the girls to feel the support. I believe they're definitely worth it.
Every girl in the squad is supported by Floody, so I think that's what makes her one of the best coaches in the world, if not the best Iron Woman coach in the world.
So we're going to do a swim, board, ski, race pace iron now. Just before we get underway, we've been filmed this morning for a documentary for Summer of Surf, okay? So, no sexual. I promise, yes, no innuendo. We'll be ready to go in about 30 seconds, all right? So set yourselves up, please. Eyes on the water.
Kev Morrison would have to be the best bloke on the beach by far.
Okay, 10.
That's his coaching kind of mantra. I'm just guessing, but
Set.
his ability to get people to gel and work with each other is second to none. And with our squad, lots of different personalities, lots of different drives to succeed, and young kids as well trying to learn their trade with a lot of talent. So he's the best person for the job in that respect. And a high quality squad, they're going to push each other. That's where the biggest benefits are going to come. But keeping them together is a hard thing to do. So he's really good at guiding the way, and very happy to be coached by Kev, yeah.
I don't need recognition. I'm on a mission. Yeah. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing good.
I've been at Northcliffe for 15 or 16 years now.
I've been coaching there, working full-time there for the last 10 years, and I'm a strong believer that the best athletes my guys can be are the best people they can be. You know, it's fine to be upset and it's fine to be joyous and euphoric, and that's all part of being a high-level sports person.
Let's go, work hard on the run now. Let's go onto board, boys. Let's go pick a line, real clean.
But understanding that and working through those emotions and finding the positive in it and finding the learning or the growth in it is a huge part of what we all have to do as coaches here. Then that's probably the best thing we can do to help these athletes just be the best they can be.
When I first left Tassie and I was 18 and joined the Michael King Ironman Academy in Mooloolaba, it was easily the best iron squad that was ever formulated, basically. We had more than half of the iron series, male and female, just dominating from an Ironman perspective. Now at this squad, they're a younger crew, but starting to get to the level of, geez, I'm lining up in iron sessions and I've got half of the Ironman series here to beat at my own club. So it's getting up there as one of the most talented squads I've ever trained with.
Training, everyone gets around it pretty hard. No one really mucks around, it's pretty serious. And then after training, we're all mates. Like, you're there to get a job done, and then when you're done, you leave and have fun.
I love the fact that we're the best surf sports club in the world, or we claim to be the best surf sports club in the world, and all we've ever tried to do, as far as I can see, is just keep trying to do that better than we did it yesterday. History of BMD Northcliffe's Taplin teams, it's a bit of a who's who of sport in Australia, to be honest. So as a coach and a selector for that team, it's the hardest. It's so hard. It's the worst part of my job. I know we're not always going to get it right, and it's a very, very hard race to win.
It is really tough to pick the Taplin. Yeah, the selection of the six-man mixed Taplin is really tough, especially with the kids that we have.
But at the end of the day, there's 3 spots there for the boys and 3 spots for the girls. And once we've made that decision, everyone gets behind those guys and backs them in. Anytime we put a B team on the line, that team can do the damage and get on the podium, and as it happened last year, get on the top of it as well.
And now they are the best of the best. They are the champions of the 6-person mixed Taplin. Pooley, that is unbelievable.
He is pumped up.
We pride ourselves on having a maroon team and a white team as opposed to an A and B. You know, there's always an A stamped on someone, which is fine, but with the depth we've got, we love having the ability for 2 teams to go out there and keep being the best.
This 6-person Taplin on our home beach with a win. I think we're undefeated now at our home club. So, yeah, we're very, very, very happy, and it'll be something to celebrate tonight, that's for sure.
And here we go, the club event of the carnival, the Mixed Taplin Relay. We've had 3 different winners across our premier events so far this season. Will we have a new winner? Do BMD Northcliffe get the job done on their home beach? They're all the questions we need answered.
They're about to get underway. Look, it's going to be red hot. Northcliffe always come out swinging in this one, especially on their home beach. But have a look at the start there of Mitchie Morris on the red and white race 1 board.
And Tex Dixon there of the Surfers Paradise crew. He's the Australian board race champion. He's got a point to prove after getting knocked earlier in the heats. Odin Parrish, he was knocked in one of the most exciting qualifiers of the day. 13 men on a way with only 7 spots available.
Felt like I had something to prove. I missed out on making the board final and the iron final. I was pretty cut about it. I was fired up, I was angry, and I wanted to do it not just for the team, but for myself. I wanted to prove to myself that I did deserve to be in those finals.
It'll be board, ski, swim, the same order as the iron. The men and the women will alternate. Braden Razor Casamento starts to put the pedal down.
Him.
Odin Parrish, he sits there on the tail wash of Braden Casamento from the Sunshine Coast. Alex Headland, as we see Mitchie Morris after that electric start.
Braden Casamento was just in front of me, And then I turned and I was on his rail. So we're both in first at that point. Once we turned the cam, then started to work for it.
So these guys are doing it very, very well at the minute. Braden Casamento and Odin Parrish, they are just flying on the board. You can see the way that's just trimming so nicely on the water. Those boys, they're rating through the roof. They've got like a 3 or 4 board length lead there.
Me and Braden were doing pretty good. We had a really good lead.
Spoiler alert, big waves out the back.
And I was just like, okay, got to reset now, got to think.
We can see there from the south to the north, it's Tex Dixon, it's Swansea Belmont, it's Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Kurrawa, Burleigh, Northcliffe and Alex Headland.
Odin's on the board and Mitch Morrow is still lucky enough to have 2 teams, which is really cool. Odin's on the front wave, so he'll be coming around to tag Scully.
And these boys are going to have a mad dash across the sand. They are going to fly to try and tag their female counterparts.
I was just like running like a maniac. And I was like stressing because there's fast runners next to me.
Look at the speed from Corey Fletcher. He is an absolute whippet across the sand. But is that Odin Parrish right out in front of him?
I was like tucked in behind him, and then I just started slingshot forward and took charge.
But it's Scully, blue board.
Odin Parrish has put this race on his shoulders and said, come on, Northcliffe, Hannah Scully, what a partner to tag.
It's far side, far side.
Go, Mitch. Thank you. I've got not much voice left.
I think Odin's calves might have just exploded.
He did a really good job.
That was a really good job, really good paddle. Happy with that.
There was a couple of waves. It was very inconsistent. It was hard to sort of pick your line that day. I myself got hit a few times going out, but just making sure that each wave I was popping it, keeping it straight, getting over, getting back into my rhythm really quickly. And
Scully just pokes her head through that one there.
after a few waves, everyone's starting to get tired. It sort of started to push a few back, and then I was able to sort of sneak out under one.
We can see out in front, Hannah Scully just trying to get that advantage for BMD Northcliffe.
So I sort of went a little bit right so that nobody could come up my inside if they did catch me going out, and that paid off really well.
It's been a good finals package so far. We're in the last one. We're right at the front with our A team. Hannah Scully's in the water now. B team's out there as well, Harriet. So that's positive. Happy so far. We just need to manage this, be really smart here, and I think we'll be all right.
Going around that first can, you can sort of suss out where they are, and I knew that I had maybe 5 or so metres, but, you know, there was a red-hot field, so they were coming at me pretty quick, and it was very hit and miss that day. Sometimes you were getting runs, sometimes you weren't, and unfortunately for me, it actually went pretty flat, so I just had to put my head down and just go as hard as I could to try and get into that wave zone as quick as possible.
She has opened this advantage up to a healthy 30-metre lead. This is a great performance from the BMD Northcliffe member, Hannah Scully.
Yeah, we've got 4 legs to go, Duff. We've got 2 skis and 2 swims.
Come on, can't stall. Oh, Sully, get speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. Oh,
yeah,
serious? The next one.
The next one might not hold through though. Haz is on that?
Yeah.
Far right.
Haz far right in the best spot.
Yeah. It's dying out. How's best spot?
Yeah.
Go, Sul. Sul's all right. Sul's on the inside.
Right. Okay.
Good, Sully.
Well, we just see there Harriet Brown for the Killer Bees of BMD Northcliffe. Can they run the Quinella out here on their home beach?
Yeah, Haz. Good mills. Yeah, Haz.
A and B team front wave. Nice.
I knew someone was on the wave but quite a bit south, and they got it from behind, and I just knew once I hit that sand, I can run. I've got to maximise this as much as possible and go as hard as I can to hopefully get us those few extra metres heading into that ski leg.
Go, Sully. Go, Sully. Momentum. Down the hill, Sul. Down the hill. Go,
Turkey's green ski on the left, on the left.
She had a great paddle, Scully. She's one of the best board paddlers around. And yeah, she dominated that paddle. And when she was coming in first, it makes you a little more nervous, but I knew there was people from other clubs trying to get in your head on the line, but you just got to forget about that and look what's in front of you, wait for her to come down the beach, tag you, and go from there.
Jakey Morris of Northcliffe, the speed and power you might need in a position like this for the BMD Northcliffe club. He is off the beach. Sammy Norton of the B team trying to chase him down.
I've always wanted to race the A Taplin. Ever since I was little, growing up at Newport, I've always wanted to hit that A team. came here, and then when I got that A-team call up, you feel the pressure, but you've been wanting it for your whole life, so you just live for that moment, and when it comes, you perform to your best.
As we see Sam Norton, the Killer Bees, trying to close that gap down. As Jake Morris goes past that Shaw and Partners can, he's about to turn for home. He's halfway through his leg. We're almost halfway through this 6-person mixed taplin.
A&B team just went around the apex there. Jakey Morris doing a great job. He's in first. B team, Sammy Norton, huge paddles, gone into second. Couldn't really ask for much more, could you? So the boys are doing a great job. About to tag off the girls. Geez, I'm nervous, mate, but just in waves like this, there's little changes and chops happening all the time, and the tide's dropping out, and it's very heavy on that bank. You just have to be super smart, you know. Jakey's just paddling for a wave here. This could be the lead wave by himself.
I definitely race better in a team than individual, because you just give it that extra 1%, and that goes a long way in a team event. And you know you're doing it for your club, so it means a lot more, and it's very special to you, and you don't want to let the team down. You definitely do get that foot taller in a team, because you just love the team environment.
Jakey Morris hits the sand there, and we talked about how fast the Morris brothers are. I dare say Jake Morris to Sam Norton right now, what was 20 metres is probably going to be 40.
Emily's on the right, blue ski on the right.
Go, Sammy!
Let's go, Sammy, come on. Go, Jake. Let's go, Sam, on the left. Jade's on the left, purple.
You look at Jake Morris, though, powering down. I don't know what they've fed the Northcliffe team today, because Odin Parrish was quick across the sand. Hannah Scully was a flyer across the sand. And there we go, tagging. It's going to be Emily Doyle, ski champion from earlier this afternoon. What a team that BMD Northcliffe have assembled for us.
In that moment when Jake tapped me, I just knew I had to get out as clean as possible and as fast as possible to give my next athlete, Nick Sloman, the swimmer, the best chance he had of still leading the race.
How difficult must it be being a Northcliffe selector of teams, the A team, the B team? You can throw a blanket over the lot of them, as we're seeing right now. They're in 1 and 2, and that's how much depth that they have.
Watching Emily in front of me, I just knew I had to stay in touch as much as I could, but to put that cap on and go out there and race the best that I can race for the club, it just shows all the hard work that Floodie's put into us, and then the club backs us all, and we can really do it.
You're talking about 12 open competitors, 6 male, 6 female, and you've got 2 teams that are running 1 and 2 in ultimately the greatest surf sports event that this sport can offer.
Emily just scooted so well then. She had a really good ski race earlier. She's got confidence up. Everyone loves her. We bloody love her. She's awesome. So she's putting it out there at the moment, doing a really good job. So really proud of her.
So once you're paddling in, the colour of the water changes, and as you get close to the beach, the sand churns up when there's some solid swell. And I was paddling in and I noticed that the water was getting a bit lighter and I could see some sand, and I knew that I was in the break.
Those waves of swell, and as we see that, Emily Doyle just picks on up and lays on down. That's probably the first bit of wind we've seen all afternoon as well. So this is going to be a challenge here for Emily Doyle. She's got all the time in the world. She doesn't have to do it. She can play it safe.
So it was either I was going to get hit by a set, I was going to go down a wave late, or I was going to get nothing. And I knew that I was past that first initial break zone, and I knew that I didn't want to send it on a wave on the way in. I was wanting to be safe rather than sorry.
I think the images are a little bit deceptive, Paulie, because we can see they're just bouncing the nose up and down out of that. She's got to get the power down, Paulie.
That's okay. That's okay. No, that was good. That was good.
She fell out of it, got back in with her wrist.
She just got far enough in front of it before it hit her. That was a real good effort.
So I pulled off that one to avoid something terrible happening and me losing my ski, because it's not just about my paddle, it's about our whole team's race, because the race isn't over. Once I finish, there's still our swimmers to go.
BMD Northcliffe tent can have a sigh of relief. They might have been a little bit nervous then watching the ski go sideways, but she pulled it straight. She's had a fantastic paddle, and she's flying up the beach now.
Running across the sand and running up through the transition zones, you can see all the officials and all the coaches, and David Shields, our club president, was standing right there. Just seeing the support that we had as a club for both the A and B team was incredible, and that kind of just fuels the fire a little bit more to keep pushing yourself, because it's really not over until it's over.
Great shorts, feed it. Let's go, Em.
Emily Doyle trying to make every post a winner. Emily Doyle tags that of Nick Sloman. That is going to be a big lead for him.
Bailey's blue shorts, let's go.
Bailey is an open water swimmer. He's probably one of the best, if not the best, out there alongside Nick Sloman. So putting him out there chasing Surface, who was in second, we were really confident that we could get that next place.
What about that 6-beat kick, though, of Nick Sloman? When you talk about textbook technique and perfect stroke, it's like an outboard motor.
Yeah, he's an elite swimmer. He'll be at the 2024 Olympics after his 5th place at the World Championships earlier this month. He's now on his home beach of BMD Northcliffe.
Nick Sloman is an incredible swimmer. He's an incredible athlete and he's also an incredible human, and he has great individual swims, but when he's in a team race, I've had the opportunity to watch him just step up to another level.
You can see just in the distance, Bailey Armstrong starting to just creep back into this, as well as that Max the Beatbox Beatty from Surfers Paradise. They may just close this gap with surf skills. Right out in front, Nick Sloman has just grown this gap by more and more and more.
Yeah, it's out of your control. That's the hard thing about it. Like, we want the kids to go well, and we love how passionate they get about races. All clubs do. The passion is what gets us going, and you know, there's some really young kids racing up for their clubs. It's awesome. So it's a culmination of everyone at the end of the carnival. It's huge. So it's a lot. It's a lot for all of us, yeah.
2 swims here in the finals package for Nick Sloman, not a single wave.
It's so special because this is my first year under the Maroon Star, and I've been so honoured to race it the whole summer, but I've never actually raced a Taplin in the Shore and Partners Summer Surf Series yet. So I was really, really excited when Floody told me to get on the line, and yeah, I was just ready to go. So it was such an honour to race, especially at our home beach. And yeah, I just gave it my all in that last leg.
David Shields, the club president, gives him another cheer along, whispers in his ear, pizzas on the bar if you can get this one done, Nick Sloman. He's going to go around, he's going to tag the final competitor there for the BMD Northcliffe Club, none other than super champion Lana Rogers. She'll be looking to make amends for her Iron Woman final miss earlier today. She had a stellar swim. Can Northcliffe go 1-2? Can they do the Quinella? There'll be a party up the club this afternoon if they can get the job done.
Well, it was awesome to see Northcliffe A team running first, but I knew that it's not over. There was a bit of surf on that day. Anything could happen. You could jag away from behind and come through, or I just knew that once Bailey had tagged me, I just needed to get out behind the break in that clean water and just let rip as fast as I could.
It is so difficult to win these Taplin relays, and they're going 1 and 2 now in one of the biggest Taplins that we've seen this summer.
Yeah, look, it's a long swim. I like it, but it wasn't easy, but I really wanted to catch surface, and then Nick Sloman's my direct competition in swimming, so it looks like he had a good swim because Northcliffe A's out in front, but Nick and I is unstoppable, so we're the best club in the world, and I can't see us ever getting beat.
Lana Rogers who turns for home. It's BMD Northcliffe 1 and 2. You can see there Lana Rogers just in the distance, just searching for those waves, just trying to find where she can get in.
It's funny, you know, when you have that massive lead, I think people are like, oh, she's just got to finish it. But no, because of the swell that day, you just never know what was going to come. And I didn't realise how close the B team was to us. So it was just trying to hope for a wave, but still get there and do my job.
What a way to finish Super Saturday, Paulie.
With that wishy-washy type of swell, I didn't even know where I was. Was I second? Was I first? Did I let the team down? And I looked around and, you know, Scully kind of gave me the head nod and said, we're good.
On their home beach, they are untouchable. 3 on the trot for the home club of BMD Northcliffe. Who can beat them? I don't think anyone can on their home beach.
Honestly, I just wanted to get the win for the crew, and I was just going my absolute hardest.
Yeah, Lana!
John Lana!
When you see me finish that race, I point to the Maroon Star, and it's really special to be part of, and it's something every single club wants, and it's just the best race.
We see now Lee Corrin standing up in, I think the A's and B's are giving her high fives there. They'd be pretty stoked.
Yeah, Corrin!
Yeah, nice, Liv. Great job, Liv.
Second place behind the Northcliffe A team is an exceptional effort.
Great paddle. Hey, good day for you. Good job.
I look back to where I was 5 years ago even, and I couldn't have dreamed of even being where I am today. Getting to be in teams with my idols, Lana Rogers and Georgia Miller and Harriet Brown, all the Northcliffe girls. It's just an amazing feeling to be part of something so special within Northcliffe.
Nice work, team. Shot B.
Yes, Sammy, good job. Great run, leg. Good job. Good job.
It's easy for me to say now, but I do get quite emotional when it comes to all our people here at BMD Northcliffe. The team we have at the moment mean a lot to me, and they mean a lot to our coaches, and they mean a lot to each other. And to see them succeed, we're all so proud.